big hit on him, and he lets it fall out of his hand.
Alright, we are live. Hello, hello. Mic check 1, 2. Alright, we are live. Hello, hello. Mic check 1, 2. Alright, we're good, and good to see everybody here. Thank you all for tuning in. Happy Thursday night to you all. Happy Friday to those of you across this pond. Happy to have you all here tonight. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Welcome to another fun-filled Thursday night football. We're going to be doing the Philadelphia Eagles at Giants tonight. I'm going to be the Giants tonight, and hopefully we're going to kick some you-know-what. So it's good to see you here. Happy to have you here. Hope you all had a great day. My day was awesome. Just another day. Hopefully I don't mess up the stadium this time. I can't believe I did that a few days ago. There's the Eagles. Hello, Mochronic. You're the first one here. Good to see you, my friend. How you doing, sir? I know you and Amy will be going live soon, but good to see you. Why not some random weather tonight? It's July. Maybe we'll get a snow game. Who knows? That would be cool to watch. I know some of you like the snow. Maybe I'll do that for a Sunday game. Good to see you all here. Hope you all had a great day.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Jalen Hurts.
I'm going to be the Giants there, Adam.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. Longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season.
Hello, Amy. Good to see you.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner.
Much love and hugs to you. I'm still waiting for that one video.
And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Here's Hurts. That is knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
There we go.
Coming in from that outside line.
Defense is looking good tonight.
Down. It's a loss of 5.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
Which teams are your guys' favorite? Let me know. Okay, 4th and 4. Let's go.
Stop short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The former number 6 overall pick of
I'm crossed between Cincinnati and Cleveland. Those are my 2 teams.
I still remember when he was drafted.
Let me know what you think. What do you like?
How high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football and doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the draw, this is Barkley.
There we go. All the way home. Let's go. Would you look at that, chat?
Saquon Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 71 yards, and the Giants put the night's first points on the board.
Let's go.
Take the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me?
touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here.
All right, come on, defense.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets. Like
we got lock in defense. We got lock in.
A really good job helping out in the running game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. This 2nd and 4. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line.
So yeah, good to see you all here tonight. I hope you're doing well. Thank you all for tuning in.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the gun, here's Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Looking to throw. Complete to Zaccheaus. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory,
hey Amy, hey there, Kim. Crystal Lake, good to see you.
Make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first.
You love the dance, just for you, Amy. That was the I like peas dance.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss, not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
So they will push back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's a toss play right to Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5.
I don't know. I was just being funny.
Good opening quarter for him.
I don't know what type of dance that was.
Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because
Is that a 4K TV? I bet it looks really cool on the TV.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, I'm glad.
They'll set up a throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia.
Everybody gives you a hard time, so I have to be a part of the family.
A 16-yard touchdown, and the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
But I hope you guys had a great day today. Good to see you all here tonight.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one along
right.
11-play drive.
It's my job.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
I'm still waiting for Mo to put that video out, though.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on this and offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
And I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Oh. Run, Nora. Run.
With a run by Barkley. And we get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main thing, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax.
There we go.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 95 yards
Such a good mo.
To get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I actually had a good day today. Was a little stressful, but not too bad.
It's Barkley on the counter, and he'll be brought down right on the 50.
I got one train tonight, unfortunately. I could have got more, but I was working on some videos for the Verbal channel.
And we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Shifts past him at the 45, and he will have a Giants first down as he'll be marked down a yard.
I'm tired.
Past the marker following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
I was debating whether or not to stream, but I know you guys are always looking forward to my stream, so like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and go live. The Redneck Connection, hello, hello, good to see you. Good to see you, sir. How you doing, Ken?
On this drive so far, it's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
I like peas with salt and pepper.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
No.
And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Buried for the
Why did you sack me, Redneck?
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So 2nd and long.
What's wrong?
Be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
You said you're all right. Yeah, you guess what's wrong? Everything okay?
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Just remember, Chad. Happy, cheery smiles.
3rd and long coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, if you need to talk, you know where to find me.
Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45.
Get in there, get in there.
Kick is good.
There we go. Nice.
The lead here now at 10-7.
That's actually a good command. I'm gonna have to. Thanks for the recommendation.
Every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you this ended with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
All right, there, Ken. You have a good night, sir. Good to see you.
Sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Get him. Get him.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Get all the yards you needed and then some. And made that snap a huge success.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10.
Thank you, thank you. I want a milkshake. What flavor are you having? Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, banana.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards for number 11.
All right, McCronic, thank you for tuning in, sir. Hope you guys have a good stream. Strawberry banana, yum.
Hurts thrown there, taken in by Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First and 10 at the 11. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, this one, and they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. They run out of the gun with Swift. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
All right, 14-10. Not a bad game so far.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
All right.
Barkley inside handoff. Fights forward for only
So it's 2nd and 14. We got to get that first down.
And that last game puts him right at 100 yards for the game.
Yeah.
So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Yeah.
Now Jones.
He is upset because I didn't do a good job.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they took their shot. That one was kind of up for grabs that time. And you've got to be careful defensively not to make contact too early. But that was
That's how I am when I'm
right
upset,
there
by the
to get
way.
it tight and force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Okay. Okay.
We've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop.
Not a bad
That
throw.
takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Ooh, got risky. That was risky.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th
Oh,
down.
come on, dude.
Trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted.
That would have been a good catch. Oh well.
As he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time.
Hey Joseph, how you doing, sir? How was your day?
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. So the completion gets him.
Hopefully you had a good day at work today.
It's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They they catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I'm the same way with Joseph. Right.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Oh, those kind of Bills. I was gonna say, are you talking about Buffalo?
From inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw again.
There we go. Nice.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
2nd down and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Nice. Here we go, chat. Here we go. Let's do some dance.
Nope. Once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark.
I don't know what that was.
They can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement, because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple.
Do you guys have any plans this weekend? I'm gonna go see fireworks. Working, family, chilling, streaming. What are you guys doing this weekend? Anything fun?
Jones now to throw on second down. This is caught by Robinson. And he's able to get this one
David
up to
Wolfie, hello.
he's out of bounds.
Good to see ya.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Mr. Dave.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Fourth and 4 already? No.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll run with Barkley.
Well,
and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first.
That was
they
fun.
Stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Hello, Miss Bouquet. Good to see you. How you doing?
I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field.
Yep, we were live for about 4 hours last night.
And QBs love to make that easy throw.
Bordeaux Fart and Goldfish Office came up on panel and we chit-chatted for a bit. It was a good stream.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And this one incomplete.
Why did you feel guilty?
To hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there.
I understand.
Down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Well, here's the best thing for you could do. Number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, subscribe. Number 3, share the stream out. And number 4, most importantly, if you are tired and want to go to bed, leave the stream on. It will help my watch time tremendously. But those are the 4 rules that you must do.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there.
Does that sound fair enough, chat?
On the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Elliott on for the extra point.
I appreciate it, Joseph.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So this drive spans 7 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And you know, Dave, that's perfectly fine.
And he's up across the 25.
I'm okay with that. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I am done with my streams, I go watch somebody, mostly a gamer, and I leave their channel on and I say hello to them, and then I crawl into bed and
They certainly do, but let's
fall
face it,
asleep.
sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Of course, I don't go to bed till about 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning anyway, so yeah.
Throwing on first down, Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play.
Oh, yeah.
Picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
N.O.R.A time don't start till 10 o'clock at night. I mean, I just got home about an hour ago, right before I started the stream.
So the big play moves him all the way across
So from
midfield to the 40 now for
11:30 this morning to 10 o'clock at night.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total.
When I found a cool, shady spot and just waited for some trains and edited my videos and just chilled.
Difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw.
But you have a good night, Dave. Thank you for being here.
This one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open.
I'll just talk to Wolfie. Is it okay?
With the ball in the air, never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Giants on third down. Just 1 for 5.
I guess LeBron is going to come back as the... What's it?
Looking to throw. Jones.
I don't know.
That is caught.
I forget the team.
Get this inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate
N.O.R.A
throw.
too pure for him to be that.
Try to right side here. Barkley. He's able to get
You're always giving me a hard time playing Crystal Lake.
They've created a nice sustained drive.
But it's okay. I'll accept it.
A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Jones. Toward the end zone, but
Okay.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Okay, I don't know where that came from, Dave, but okay.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
I think you got the wrong N.O.R.A for that one. LOL.
Over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for
We are the Giants at Eagles tonight. New York versus the Eagles. I am the Giants.
Success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd down and 3.
All right, Joseph, you have a good night, sir.
And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
But it's good to see you, Lemon. Good to see everybody here tonight. Hope you're all doing well. Good to see you.
As they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Look to throw here. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They will run for it with Gainwell. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. The run is turned away.
Do you like my loud breathing?
From the 2. And his Giants defense able to come up.
You're probably hearing the air conditioner.
So he needed the short
it is running too. It's about 63 degrees here in the studio.
Those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And got his man complete. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last stadium. Scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley running right, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, Jones. Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
He could have caught that. No way.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
What the heck?
The offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw.
Nice, nice. 1st down. Let's go.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that.
Probably sleeping.
Boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have
it's only afternoon for him. On Friday. It's Friday afternoon for him.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go.
Get it, get it.
Back in the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on
You like my
down,
chair, don't you, Camp Crystal Lake?
So to speak, they need to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
2-minute warning.
2-minute mark in this first half of action. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but
I just want a 1st down or a field goal or a touchdown.
Looking to throw. Jones.
There we go. There we go. I'll take it. I will take it. Let's go. We got 1:53 left the first half. Okay. Of course, I got 3 timeouts left too, so we're good. I know you love my chair. You love it.
Back to throw. Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They go back to the ground now.
There we go.
And he will take it on in.
This is for you there, Camp Crystal Lake.
Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
N.O.R.A. now to add the extra point. And this is now a one-point game. That one in the books.
This is good.
12-play drive, and it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. N.O.R.A. now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On first down, Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the left sideline, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Charles, I'm
Let's
looking
go.
at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Gano for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Crown Apple, that's my favorite. I like that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
So far he's north of 100 yards receiving. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. This short throw caught by Goddard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey there, Steele. Good to see you. How you doing?
2nd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll throw now on the final play. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's got this down to the 35. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at N.O.R.A. Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. Here, it was the always dangerous
Giants are going to be a problem for the NFC East, you think?
He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now.
All right, again, Crystal Lake. Appreciate it.
Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 153 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 3rd and 9 here. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And he is going to have the Giants first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
And that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Yeah, M&M's are pretty good.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete.
That would have been a good catch.
The difference between playing corner and
Just
safety in the
chat.
NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Nasty beer. Thank you, 11.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. On that one, not to have another turnover.
Nope, too short. Too short.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Those are the kicks that you worry you might have to confront again in the end. You had a chance to go up by 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter, but your kicker can't convert.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Nice.
And his throw's going to be
3rd and 15.
And this drive
16.
was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Hurts. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
31 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And New York set to take the field. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They begin with a run by Barkley and across the midfield stripe into Eagle
office. Hello.
165 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
In motion, Slayton. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
How is everyone doing tonight? Hope you're all doing well.
It's good for a giant 1st down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Oh,
he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Gotta get that ball back.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
All right, we got lucky. We got lucky. We got lucky.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Thank you.
Again, it's Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Barkley inside handoff. And he's able
Appreciate you for following there. Good to see you.
209 yards for him on the ground as this has been a night to remember to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
You know what? Why not? Why not?
Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try.
Shoulders, knees, and toes.
Sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
N.O.R.A. now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 48-yard line, here's the second down and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Smith catches left side. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 3. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
First and goal. Come on, defense.
Here's Swift. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Swift again. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
Come on.
Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown, and he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers, sometimes Jonathan Stewart to carry the ball all the way down, and then Cam, he's such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case, though, that didn't happen. The fellow lugging the load, he's the one who got to reap the reward.
Yeah, there was no touchdown vulture here. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Okay, here we go.
Throwing Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
We'll get that ball back, don't worry.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Second down, here's Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9.
Well, I appreciate you for being here. Hope you're enjoying the stream. I usually play these games every Sunday, Monday, and Thursdays. If you like Fortnite or anything else, I play a little bit of Fortnite, some Rainbow Six, a little bit of Minecraft, a little bit of everything. But it's awesome to have you here.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw.
There we go. There we go. Nice.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Let's go.
Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 1st down, here's Breida.
Nope.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, just to run the clock out, but there's 12 minutes still left in the game. I'd love to get that first down.
Breida, they'll go up the middle. And not much to speak
Alright, so we gotta do it this way then. Fine.
26. And quickly they get to the line.
Probably gonna be another INT.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Alright, that's fine.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
All right, so 2nd and 8. Come on, defense.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And they get him behind
okay, 3rd and 10. Let's go.
Gain on 1st down, quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Complete to Zacchaeus. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
We just got to protect the ball.
He's been a big factor. And it's a
Don't
1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the 39, Hurts.
All right. Come on.
The tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
All right, there we go.
Flushed out right.
There we go.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
And they run the option on 2nd
nice.
down.
There we go.
And the reinforcements
3rd and 12.
are going to stop him behind the line.
Come on, defense.
That 2nd down play,
let him
that's
score.
a -4. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run again with Breida. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. A run between the tackles with Breida. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
That's actually a really nice shot. Their pass.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Jones.
Get it. There we go. Nope. That's a rip. That would have been a good play. Would have been a good play. I like those too.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Jones on 3rd down. He's going to let it go.
Get it, get it. Oh, no, man. Again. Rip. Rip.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Yeah.
Giants, and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Everybody left again.
Operating from the 27.
I don't get it.
Here's 2nd and 3. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And then he brought that right at the 30 here. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now a give to Breida. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Handoff now. It's Gray with it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Breida is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it now with Gray. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Eric Gray, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
N.O.R.A now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. N.O.R.A now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 2 touchdowns. 1:50 to play. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now left side on the swing pass. Well, the crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just
all right.
she wrote for this
Ball game.
So with that, we can just just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none?
Philadelphia's going to call a timeout.
They're down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way
So I'm
back
gonna run.
onto the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. A good chance now to put this game
I could just kneel it, but you know what?
First and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Why not?
They'll try to run with Breida, and he's going to ball his way into
Why
the
not?
end zone for a Giants touchdown.
Just because.
Matt Breida, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
I know, I am so mean, chat. I know.
In that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get 1 more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
I got 1 timeout left, so it don't matter. It don't matter at this point. I know. I'm awful, chat. I know.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia
1 timeout left. Let's see what they can do.
To take over possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1 final shot. They'll look to throw.
Nope.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.
You just do exclamation heist. You do the exclamation point and the heist. Yep. Just like that. It's okay. It's alright. You can do that for the next time. So I need to do some homework for sure. So it wasn't a bad stream. I had fun tonight. What do you think? There you have it, folks. A crew of bakers and chefs check their supplies, sharpens their kitchen knives as they disembark for a trip to Sam's Club. The entire crew escaped by the sky. Stay Puppet Marshmallow Man alive. They celebrate with a chest full of cookies and belly full of gumdrops. So that's how heist works there at Camp Crystal Lake. So, alright folks, that is the stream here, guys. I want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight. You guys are awesome. Not too sure what I'll be playing tomorrow, Friday. The Air Conference Storm is Friday and Saturday this week, so hopefully the weather will cooperate, and I'll probably be live tomorrow night, same time, same place. It is going to be a random Friday stream. So I could be playing some Fortnite or Minecraft or whatever I decide. If you have any suggestions, make sure to leave it down below after the stream ends. I do read your comments. But I want to thank you all for being here tonight. If you haven't already, hit that like button, share it out, and subscribe. Appreciate y'all for tuning in this week. And tonight, you guys are awesome. It's been a great week for streaming for so far. So yeah. But the goal for the channel right now is to get to 500 by the end of the month. So eventually we'll get there. I'd love to get there. We'll slowly get there eventually. So I do know that Amylicious is live right now, folks, so we're gonna go ahead and raid her. I know she wants to get to at least to get to 230 for her channel. Let me see here. Commands. No. modules. Shoutouts. Let's do commands. How can I do it? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and raid Amy Licious. She is live. We're going to do a hashtag N.O.R.A. You got treats? Yes, we do. Alright, so here is her link. I'm going to do a hashtag N.O.R.A. She's doing the what is she playing? What is she playing? She's playing 7 Days to Die joke mod with family tonight. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Go ahead and rate Amy. Do a hashtag N.O.R.A. And I'll see y'all where they're at, Amy Licious. But for now, thank y'all for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button, share it out, and subscribe. It's free. We'll be live again hopefully tomorrow night, weather depending. But if not, you guys have an amazing weekend. Have a great weekend with friends and family. Don't drink and drive, etc., etc. Please make sure to have all 10 digits next week with the 4th of July coming up. But for now, this is N.O.R.A. I'm signing off. Y'all have a good night.